Welcome to our Harbor Highlights.
On today's show, we have students sharing about spring sports and interviewing with Ms. Bishop about being heart healthy.
This and more, so stay tuned. Hi, I'm Vicky.
I'm Cruz. Happy March. Can you believe it?
It's nice to get some warmer weather and look forward to spring.
Hopefully you are all getting outside and maybe getting some additional exercise.
Here's Ms. Bishop to talk about why that is so important and about the American Heart Association event coming up.
We are here with one of our physical wellness teachers to talk to her about an important topic, being healthy. What are some healthy eating tips?
First of all, you can make your plate very colorful. When you go to breakfast, lunch, or dinner, you can have a colorful plate, meaning if it's a hamburger and a french fry, how can you make that more colorful? That would be like adding a salad or a fruit to it. Also, limiting your sugar intake to 40 milligrams a day. And not have more of that, or it will store it as fat. And the most important meal of the day that you can start with is breakfast. Having a healthy breakfast and having 3 of the 5 model that the classes learn in my health class is really a great way to start your day.
What else can students do to be heart healthy?
Well, besides eating correctly every day and having the proper nutrition and having the nutrients that we need in our life, you could exercise every day. At the most, you're supposed to exercise for at least 60 minutes a day. It doesn't mean it have to be all at once, but you need to get your heart going for at least 60 minutes. So it usually takes about 10 minutes to get it going. So the minimum of 10 minutes, but the total is 60 minutes but you can obviously do more than 60 minutes. But every day, pumping that heart, getting it going, getting the blood going, eating right, proper sleep is another key to living a healthy lifestyle.
What do we have coming up to promote student health?
We are going to be doing like a fundraiser for American Heart Association, an assembly at the end of the month. There's a variety of things that we'll be doing to raise money for American Heart. One is you'll be collecting coins, and it's a coin challenge between your academy classes, and that will start March 1st to March 16th. The person from each academy that has the most coins, that donate the most coins, will earn a St. Patrick's Day hat. And also we will be selling bracelets and necklaces and maybe some other fun things that we'll be selling. Also, we'll have an assembly at the day before spring break, before we leave for spring break, and we'll have a unified basketball team playing against staff. And the academy that collects the most coins in that March 1st to March 16th, the academy that collects the most will have their own VIP section at the game, and it will be all decorated, and they earn some special awards and prizes for being in the VIP section.
Tell us more about the American Heart Association.
The American Heart Association promotes healthy lifestyles, and they raise money and funds for people that might have a heart disease or some cardiovascular problems. They also train people to how to live a healthy lifestyle. Several of these donations save lives. There's so many stories from Finn, this little kid that went through surgery, and American Heart helped provide the funding for the surgery to save a life. There's so many miracles that have happened because of American Heart Association.
How can students get involved?
They can ask friends and family for donations online to support the American Heart Association, because we want to raise the most money we can. I think over the 7 years I have done this, we've raised, almost $20,000, and we want to continue having this great tradition of raising money to help save lives for American Heart Association. So students can go out, and there's a whole online thing that you'll be getting information, and parents and family and friends can donate towards this great cause.
Thanks so much, and we look forward to the game and learning more about being healthy.
The coin drive starts today, so start looking around your house for some loose change.
I know I want to sit in the VIP section for the staff versus student basketball game on March 28, don't you?
Now for this week's general announcements.
Hi, I'm Omar.
And I'm Jeff.
We have many clubs and activities. Make sure to read the daily announcements for some of the latest updates and look at the screen for something that might sound good to you.
National Junior Honor Society, the next Friday dinner is March 8th. Sign up at Google Classroom using the Google form.
BUYA is next Tuesday in the Harbor Lights.
The next
Library.
AIM meeting is March 12th.
Parent-teacher conferences are happening Tuesday, March 5 from 5 to 8 at school.
Thursday from 1 to 4 at school and virtual from 5 to 8.
Congratulations to 6th grader Nina Enriquez for winning yearbook cover. We had a lot of great entries.
8th grade teachers, just a reminder to share about the Career Quest event field trip for students.
We are able to take 50 students to this event, so please fill out the Google form if you are interested in attending this event.
This event is at the DeVos Place during school on Friday, Wednesday, March 27.
Now back to the anchors.
Last week we tried to show you an interview about March's Reading Month, but an odd thing happened.
When the librarian mentions and showed the word glitch, the video actually glitched.
This is not planned, and we don't want you to miss out on the great book, so here it is again.
Hello, my name is Isabella, and I'm interviewing Miss Kewing about March Reading Month. What is March Reading Month?
March's Reading Month is a national month celebrated across the country, and it's just all about the joy of reading. People share books. A lot of places will do different reading activities, different book-related things, and it's really just about the joy of reading.
What is March Book Madness?
March Book Madness is a competition that has been put together by some teachers and librarians out of Ohio. They create a bracket of books that students from across the country and really across the world, there are schools that participate all over, can vote on these books and decide which one they think is the best of the bracket.
What were some of the winners from last year?
The middle school winner from last year was a book called Glitch, this book right here, and it is a great sci-fi story about time travel and about people going back in time and changing things in the past or trying to stop people from changing things in the past. So this is last year's winner, and it's going to be in this year's bracket as well.
Could you share some of this year's brackets?
Absolutely. So this year is a little different. There are past winners in this year's bracket, like Glitch from last year, up against new books. So some of the past winners, there's some really great ones. Books like Lifeboat 12. This is a novel in verse about World War II. It's about a shipwreck and a group of kids who get trapped in a lifeboat in the Atlantic. It's a really great adventure historical fiction. Crossover is one of the books that is on the bracket this year as one of the past winners of March Book Madness. It's a really popular book. And this is one of the books that we actually have available in Spanish in the library as well. We've got quite a few of this year's books that you can read in Spanish here. Then there are also some really fabulous new books, like, for example, this graphic novel, A First Time for Everything. This is a graphic novel memoir, so it is a story about the author's own life, and it's about his class trip that he took to Paris when he was a kid, and all of the shenanigans he got up to while in France. Hands is another really great new book this year. It's kind of a short, quick read. If you read Ghost before, either as a 7th grader last year or you've read it on your own and you liked it, you will really like Hands. It's another great story about a kid trying to figure out where he fits into his family and how he wants to live his life. It's a really great book. There are lots of other great stories this year, both past winners and new books in both the middle grade books that we have over here and our YA ones over here.
How can students get involved?
The best way to get involved is to just read. We've got all of our March Book Madness books here in the library. If one is checked out that you really want to read, we can help you put it on hold. We also have all of the March Book Madness books on Sora, so if you would prefer to read an audiobook or an ebook, you can do that through Sora, and you can find those links in our Google Classroom for the library or through Destiny Discover. And like I said, we also have a lot of them in Spanish this year, so if you would prefer to read in Spanish, we can do that for you as well. So just read. If you read one book, that's great. If you read them all, that's awesome. And anyone can vote starting in March. And those links will be sent out when they're available.
Thank you for telling us about March Book Madness, and thank you, Bella Garcia, for recording.
Visit the March Book Madness website to start voting for your favorite books to get them to the next bracket.
Voting starts March 6th. Speaking of reading accomplishments, Miss Destamar started quite a competition between her classes and the staff at Harbor Lights.
Who could read the most books? Her forefather is determined to win completely 80 books so far.
Now over to sports.
Thanks. I'm Hunter.
And I'm Chase.
8th grade basketball teams are at home and the 7th grade teams are away Monday in their final games.
Wrestling is done and congratulations on a great season.
Boys swim and dive finished their seasons in the conference meet last Wednesday.
It's time to get ready for the next season of sports.
Here are students that participated in last year to tell you more.
Sports are starting soon. Are you signed up? Hi, I'm here with Yadi to find more about girls soccer. Why would you encourage girls to do girls soccer?
Because it's fun and you get to make new friends.
And now I'm here with Ann to find more about track. Why would you encourage kids to do track?
Because you can make friends and it's really fun.
What events do you do in track?
55-meter hurdles and the open 200.
Now I'm here with Logan and Owen Hernandez to find more about tennis. Why do you encourage kids to do tennis?
I encourage kids to do tennis because it's a fun sport that you can play with your friends.
It builds like teamwork.
Thank all the kids that answered our questions, and thanks Dylan for recording.
Track and field is open to grade 6, 7, and 8th. There are many events to choose from and it's a great way to get outside, meet new people, and have fun and get good exercise.
Boys tennis is also available for all grades. Girls soccer tryouts are for 7th and 8th grade.
Make sure to sign up in final forms and talk to Ms. Destamars in the Student Center if you need help or have any questions.
Students have the opportunity to celebrate Black History Month in February in academy lessons and other special class activities.
It is important to recognize and honor the achievements and struggles of African Americans throughout history.
We see examples of resilience and determination many times in the face of adversity.
Let it be an inspiration to continue the work towards equality and inclusion.
Next Thursday is our special career day.
Come to school in your workday casual dress and be ready to discover all the exciting things in your future.
Don't forget, be the best Panther you can be. Be respectful, be responsible, make good choices, and always
go!